Hello, and welcome to the stream. It's me, Wordy Girl, and I am here, finally. Let's turn on the clicky sounds, let's turn on the nature sounds. Some of you guys are in an ad. Let's wait for the ads to be over. NX is back from ads. Welcome back. Alright, some of you guys should be back from the ads now. If you are back, welcome back from the ads. I do see that NX is already here. Hello. Author Beth is here. Hi. Welcome in. Warrior of the Wind is in the Discord saying, "What's this? A live stream? And I'm actually here?" Hi. First time streaming. I'm watching from the comfort of my new home. Well, lovely of you to join us, and congratulations on the move. Glad that you have settled in and are able to catch some streams. I have been let's see, we're going to get some sprints started. I know there's already a sprint going in the sprint garden, so some people are in ads right now. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ads to let me know, exclamation point back to let me know that you're back. Let's see, until 3. Let's do 7-minute break. Alright, we're gonna do a 7-minute break. Alright, some of you guys should be returning from ads shortly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back from the ads. If you are back, Warrior of the Wind is back, NX is back. We have put 6 minutes on the resting clock because there is already a sprint in progress in the server. If you would like to join the server, feel free to click the link Handsome Co-host has put into the chat. Yay. There we go. Co-host. There are actually more commands that I need to put here as well. For co-host, but there we go. Check out those commands. Warrior says, it rained this morning. We got 2 inches. It is so much louder, and the girls were spooked and hid. Yes, the rain is louder in the country because there's less noise, city noise, to drown it out. Also, I'm sure what you're living in probably was loud on the roof and stuff like that. So I hope the girls get used to it, the girls being cats. I hope they do get used to it soon. It's too muddy and humid to pull weeds at the moment, so working on a painting I'd been putting off since before the move. Alright, much success with the painting. And X says, poor warrior children. Yes, those cats are children indeed. We have 4:21 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. I mean, resting folks, sorry. It is a resting clock. Poor cats, says an X. Warrior of the Wind says, NX, you will probably enjoy this painting that they're working on because it has something evil. 2 minutes and 2 seconds left on the resting clock. Alright. Alright, we're gonna make it where the next sprint starts in once this resting clock is over. So EJ Sean is here. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Wardy, hope you're well. Good luck on your stream. I'll be looking. Thank you so much for the lurk. God bless, much success, sending prayers, love, and hugs your way always. I appreciate the lurking. Alright, and the time is up. It's time for a sprint. 15 minutes on the clock for all you sprinters out there. If you would like to join us, please do click the link that Handsome Co-host has put in the chat. We are currently in the sprint garden. Just chilling out and sprinting a bit. Alright, let's see. I have a lot to catch up on. Sometimes it's hard for me to work on the stuff that I need to work on while streaming, which is weird. Sometimes it's good to work on stuff while I'm streaming, but sometimes, depending on what I'm working on, it's more challenging. So, we're gonna see what we can do. I know that you guys don't want the stream to end very quickly today. So, we're going to see what we can get done. Let's go to my Colonel Evening. Where to go? Oh my goodness. I don't know about that, but yes. Colonel greets Inex in the chat and everyone else in the chat and me. Hello, 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 Colonel. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. How are you? I know it is evening for you in your time zone indeed. Okay. I need to go to my own camper's cabin. And I need to look at my own things that I need to do. These have not been very, these have not been very, current. I have not kept up with these things. Okay. I feel like I need to make a new article because this is weird. If you're just now joining us, welcome to the stream. We are in a sprint, 9 minutes and 30 seconds left on the sprinting clock. I know what to do now. Queen Coffee Bean is here. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you? 8:30 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. I think I am going to create another article. That is there we go. I don't like this. How do you go from, how in this quick view do you go from shortcut to, okay, well I guess that doesn't work. Alright, let's try again. What's you guys here, bro? Bro, welcome to the stream. How are you? 3:19 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Fine, I guess. Sending love and hugs. Understandable.
Hey, yoo-hoo! Look at me!
Welcome to the jungle, Tiger, looking at Wild Zoo Guy with an ominous glare, drinking soda. NX has greeted you. Hello, Evil Ink Pen. This is Wild Zoo Guy. Time's up for that sprint. How did you guys do? Let me know in the chat. We're gonna do a 3-minute break. Okay? Wild Zoo Guy says, have you battled heroic lead pencil lately? Haha! Evil Ink Pen battling heroic lead pencil. That would be great, but problem here, I don't think that Evil Ink Pen's arch nemesis is heroic lead pencil. I think that Evil Ink Pen's arch nemesis is water, which doesn't really make much sense, honestly, but, you know, that's kind of weird. Yeah, I would love to see a comic book between Evil Ink Pen and heroic lead pencil. Like, that's a cool little thing. Lore expanding. It is pencils too? Oh wow, I did not know. Okay. Let's see. How many words did I do? That's right. 96 words. That was not a lot, but it's fine. Pencils are frenemies. It's complex. What on earth? This is interesting lore indeed. Alright. I've started the next sprint to begin once this break is over. Wild Guy says, I'm considering starting streaming, but not fully committed. It's fine, yes. As I did encourage before, it is quite easy to, Wait, what did I report my words? No. Thank you, NX, for that. It's quite easy to get started streaming. I know you might want to be perfect at first, but, it doesn't make sense to be completely perfect before starting. From what I've seen, your current setup is already more professional and cool than I was when I started. Also more professional and cool than I am right now, honestly, I would say. And like I said, there has been a lot of people who have said stuff like they got inspired by me to start streaming, and I was like, where? Because they already look so professional. More professional than I did when I started, and more professional than I do now. And they have a whole theme and vibe and all that kind of stuff. My videos are high quality when I make them. Yes, true. NX says my pen and pencil have a treaty and we dislike water equally? What? I did not know pencils dislike water as well. Very interesting. Wild Guy says, but production quality and quality are two different things. What? What kind of other quality is a different thing? 15 minutes on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Let me put this like this. I feel like I had the clocks in the wrong line. NX says, I'm high quality. Nice. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I see. Pencils and ink pens equally dislike water. That's a little bit strange, but okay. How do you feel about erasers? Intriguing. Okay, bye. Well, the guy says, just because something has high production quality doesn't mean people will enjoy it. Production quality and quality are two different things. I don't think that's I think I know what you're trying to say, but I don't think that that's quite phrased correctly. What you're trying to say is you can have high production quality, but somebody can still think that the show is not to their liking. That's true, but I don't think that's a reflection on quality. That is a reflection on personal interests and likes. If you are like putting a lot of money into like a big box office movie, I don't think that the quality of the movie is going to determine whether people like it or not. Also, quality is also an opinion. So some people might say it was poor quality or was good quality or it had good effects. And I know, Wild Guy, you're a person who will say, all the CGI was rubbery and weird. And then other people might say they had great effects. And that's an opinion. So, yeah. If you guys are in an ad, exclamation point ads to let me know, exclamation point back to let me know that you are back. We have 12 minutes and 45 seconds left on the sprinting clock, and you guys are about to be in another ad break, I believe, if you are not subscribed. And you don't have ad blockers. So I do thank you for sticking around during the ads to help support the channel and to help support Twitch. I also appreciate you if you are a subscriber and you're not getting ads, or if you have Twitch Turbo, then that is also supporting the channel and the Twitch site. Hello? Yes. You think that erasers are meh. I see. Alright, but I know that you're not subscribed right now, so I think you guys are about to see an ad. Alright, talk to you soon. Bye. 12 minutes on the clock for all these sprinters out there. I'm a subscriber. I am also a subscriber IRL. Whatever that means. I don't know what subscriber IRL means. Kidding. It's a heist! If you would like to join the heist, exclamation point heist and a number to join in the heist. My lip conditioner's right here. Okay. Okay, what is that? My camera is horrible. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. You're back from the ads? Welcome back. Oh no, I see that you got captured by the opposing operatives. Yes. Okay. Well, maybe next time. Alright, bye. What's a guy? Puzzle. Yes, if you want to work on a puzzle while I am sprinting, you can go ahead and click the link in the chat that Handsome Co-host has just put. This puzzle is called a new sprout. Poltergeist, unfortunately, is not a command, but good on ya for trying. Here's a peek into the current puzzle. Ah. Ooh, I see Tess is here. Wise Kitten is here. Oh, I know who that is now. I didn't know who Wise Kitten was at first. Goofy Toad is here. I don't know who that is, but nice. Howdy, howdy. Welcome, welcome in, Danny. How are you? Hopefully you heard someone enough with the little humming and singing. Alright. Danny says yes. Nice. You heard it. Great. Alright, so yes, Wildly Guy has unlocked a puzzle in the chat. It looks like people have already been putting it together. This is the current puzzle that is actually going on in my server. If you would like to join my server, you can click that link. Wise Kitten Tess, and I don't know who Goofy Toad is. Maybe that's Wild Zoo Guy, I'm assuming. Maybe.
Obligatory associate. Do not speak.
There goes that guy again. Talking very loud, at least for me. That sounded a little low. Maybe you guys heard it. Hopefully you guys heard it. But yes. That is a puzzle there.
In your own time.
Okay, thank you guys for all the redeems. If you would like to continue working on the puzzle, feel free to join that puzzle. If not, no worries. Looks like that puzzle will soon be, sorry, complete, and I'm gonna have to make another one soon. May not make another one, but share another one soon. Yeah, I have a lot of these all ready to go, honestly. It's just a matter of sharing them. I don't share them all at once. Hakuna Matata, says Wild Zoo Guy. Danny, thank you, Danny, for stopping in, by the way. I love the tipping cap emoji. Green, healthy water, says an X. Yes. Howdy there, don't be shy. Get on the saddle, Danny Fandom, says an X. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Jumbo, says Danny. Alright. We have 4:44 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. By the way, we're out of the ad, so Warrior the Wind in the Discord should be able to see me now. Not ready to stream yet, but I did get in touch with an old friend from EVE Online who does music and asked for permission to use his music for my time lapses for Realistic Paint Studio. He said gladly, so I just need to download his stuff to the rig and put things together. Nice. That will be great. It's good when you get permission from an artist to use their music or art directly in your projects. So much success to you with that, Warrior of the Wind. If you're gonna like post YouTube videos like of time-lapse painting, that's great. Even if you're not streaming, that's a good form of content as well. I believe you probably did see Scott's story recently posted a video. I was following his YouTube for a long time, but I don't think he ever posted anything on YouTube until now. But Colonel did share it in the Discord the day Scott posted on YouTube, and it was a time lapse of inking. So yeah, if you want to do that kind of thing without even streaming, you could still post content like that on YouTube. I've seen some people do that. Yep, you heard about that. Lots of effort for inking like that. Yes, exactly. But you don't have to do all the inking. If that's not your art style, or if that's not the way you do it, that's fine. People have all kinds of time-lapse art content that they put online. I get to put my art up and promote my friend's music too. Yes. That's pretty nice. Okay. Time is up. How did you guys do that sprint? Let me know in the chat. 61. 65 new words. Alrighty, resting time is up. Time for a 15 minutes sprint. Danny says in another stream, someone made a comment saying Danny must have so much money he's at Disney all the time. I was like, not the first time someone has thought that. Yeah, exactly. Everybody thinks that because I have never been to Disney World at all, and you like go every day. I feel like. I mean, I know for you it probably doesn't feel like every day. And you're like, oh, I only go like to Disney World once every so and so, Disneyland once every so and so, Universal once every so. I'm like, that's already more than I've gone in my entire lifetime because I've never gone at all. And that is why, no matter if you've gone just one time, I feel like you're still very wealthy, in my opinion, because it's not cheap to go there. Y'all do know I just repost the same videos and pics. No, but you saw I've seen that you like in the stream say, "Oh, I'm about to go to Disney World this whatever so and so whatever week." And I'm like, "Okay." And you're like, "I'm gonna be there for so and so days." And I'm like, "Oh wow." Like, I can't have said that ever in my life, because I never did. Wildly Guy says, I want to go to Animal Kingdom. I feel like I would like that, but I don't have any friends to go with, and I definitely don't have the funds. DJ Stacy Bless says, Happy Wednesday. Where to go in chat? Hello, hello, hello. DJ Stacy Bless, thank you so much for stopping by. How are you? DJ Stacy Bless is another streamer, a DJ, if you could not tell, who does lots of fun DJing on Twitch. So if you want to tune in to some cool tunes, check out DJ Stacy Bless. Danny says Disney solo trips are so fun. As funds, just takes budgeting and planning. Well, it depends. Yes, budgeting and planning, but still, I will say, not everybody is able to, even with budgeting and planning. But yes, I am glad you're able to go when you can, Danny. Warrior of the Wind in the Discord says, my sister wants to take her baby to Disney World for his 3rd birthday, but I hear it's super expensive. Yes, and I will tell you that if you take like a child to Disney World for their birthday, like a 3-year-old, they're probably not gonna remember anything. But if you take lots of pictures and stuff like that, it would be cool. But just prepare to know that when that baby grows up, they will not remember diddly squat. So they're probably going to want to go again when they are older. And so that's the thing. I feel like it'll be more for the adults who are able to remember than for the babies that are still developing, I will tell you. Danny says, take the kid now before they turn 3. They're free entry. Ah, interesting. No wonder they do that at Disney. I get it. Just like I was just saying, it is a marketing tactic. Basically, if you take a kid before they turn 3, and they're free to enter, any adult that's with the kid has to pay, even though the kid is free. And then the kid will see pictures of them with Mickey Mouse and all that stuff, and then they'll be like, oh, I want to go back there. And then there you go. You got an almost guaranteed second trip. That is probably Disney's master plan. Warrior the Witten says, in my opinion, it'd be cheaper to go to the Tex Ren Fest. Exactly. I mean, I don't know if the 3-year-old will be very interested in the Tex Ren Fest, but okay. Wild Zoo Guy says, well, I'm in Michigan, so it's like off-world type fun. Star Wars reference. Hilarious. Danny says, yes, my friend took her kid, and she said it was so worth it because even he doesn't remember. She and her husband will, and the pics are precious. Nice. Well, Zugai says, if you're more local, I could see where admission might be the only cost. If you're all the way in the Midwest, that's a lot of dough. And PTO, yes. Danny, I thought that Danny lived somewhere close to them, but Danny actually lives, I believe, in the same state with Warrior Lynn. So, yeah. Colonel says, what I'm just after learning. 1, there is a part of Yorkshire, North England, called Parisi, and thought to have connections to the... I can't read what it says. Parisi Celtic tribe in France. In that area of Yorkshire, there is a place called... Oh, interesting factoids, Colonel. An X says Star Wars. An X says dough like pizza dough, Wild Zoo Guy? Yeah, so the Wild Zoo Guy is talking about dough as in money, because it is very expensive to try to go to Disney World, I will say. Or Disneyland. Either one. Both. All. Yeah. Phasers on stun. Yes, Parisi, where we get the name Paris from, was a tribe of Celts. Yes, interesting. I'm trying not to say Parcheesi. I feel like I keep almost saying Parcheesi because that was a board game. And I don't think I'm pronouncing the name of the board game right, but I remember having it. No, he means cooking dough. Oh no, why do I keep making it where the thing does not replay? There we go. Sorry. I keep thinking that I put it on repeat and I didn't. And if he meant cooking dough, I would assume that I don't know how if Disney World allowed people to pay with cooking dough, I think more people would go to Disney World. Because all you need to do is go to like Dollar Tree, get some flour, you know, and then just get a bottle of water, you know, a bottle of water, yes. You're an arch nemesis, but that's how you make dough. Did you know that? You make dough with water and flour. So you could easily just get water and flour and make some dough and go to Disney World. But I don't think that's how it works. So you mean to tell me you don't like bread, pizza, and all that kind of stuff? Because you need water to make the dough? Because that's a little unrealistic. You do, of course you do. You need water to make dough. Dough, bread, and money, yes. Synonyms, Colonel. It's almost impossible to live, eat, or drink anything without water. It's true. Even soda pop that you drink so well and love needs water. If you look on the label of your favorite soda, you're gonna see the ingredient is water. The only problem with why it's not healthy is because they add all this sugar and carbonation and all that stuff to it, but the base is water. It's not gonna be able to be a drink. I don't get it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Arch nemesis. Here we go. Arch nemesis, guys. That is a... Well, the guy is... That is a debatable statement. What, about not being able to drink anything, that everything that is able to be drunk is water? Is that what you're saying? Well, I am sure there are liquid matters that aren't necessarily completely water that exist in the world, but the most common, the cheapest, and the most healthy of those to be used for human consumption is honestly almost always water. I don't know what other kind of substance you are going to suggest. You can feel free to do so, but even you will see fruit juices, stuff like that. There's water in fruit juice because those fruits were made using water and so yes, milk. So I will tell you, I don't know, Wild Guy, the animal guy, can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure that milk has water properties because cows drink water. And when cows produce milk, or any lactating mammal produces milk, it is coming from the water content that creature has consumed itself. And did you know, in X, when you first milk a cow, the milk is very watery. It has to go through a process to make it less watered down because it has a lot of water in it already. It has a lot of water content. See? Wild Guy says milk is by estimate 86% water, considering the grass diet and cow. Yes, exactly. Water is in grass. Water is drunk by the cow just drinking water. Danny says all liquids have water at its base. Wildly Guy says, Danny, that is incorrect. Well, most liquids, I feel, that are edible for human consumption have water at their base. That's what I said. There are such things as liquids that don't have water at its base, I believe, but I don't think that they are very edible for humans or the average animal. Like, if you're talking about some kind of other kinds of, like liquid mercury and stuff like that. Those kinds of things. I don't think that those are, like, edible things for humans to eat. That's why, I was not suggesting those. That's why I carefully said, usually, yummy. X, I doubt you are eating any of that. Okay? And anyone watching the stream, Wordy Girl is not telling you to drink anything like that. No. Do not try this at home. The views expressed by NX do not necessarily reflect the views of those in Wordy Girl's chat or Wordy Girl herself. I will say that. Legal statement. Wildzy Guy says Evil Ink Pen can eat milk and cereal with water removed in replace of liquor. Oh no. Oh my goodness. You can drink vegetable oil, boom, no water. Oh no. I just almost just like, yeah, any kind of oil like that, you can't just drink that. Horrible. And, like, if you try to like, make Kool-Aid out of oil or something, like, ew, that's really weird. And I doubt that would taste good. And it's not gonna be healthy. At all. Gasoline, no! Colonel says, NX finding, oh no. Oh no. Okay. Evil Pen, you can go to the store and get powdered milk, which is just milk with no water. Then he adds vodka. Oh no. What on earth is this chat becoming? By the way, you guys are in an ad. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ads, let me know. Exclamation point back to let me know that you are back. Alrighty, time's up. How did you guys do that sprint? I did nothing but read chat, if that's considered. 30 minutes on the resting clock. What did I do? What did I do? Nope, nothing more. 0 new words. Author Beth says, I've been color coding and hanging up my scene cards. There are so many cards. Scene cards? Interesting. My chat identity is lying. I do have audio today. No problem. Congratulations on the progress you're making with your scene cards. That's very interesting. I personally have not used scene cards. I'm assuming scene cards are something like index cards that have scenes on them or something. NX says Beth is the goat. Other Beth says, yeah, it used to be a list in a Word document, but then I couldn't make sense of the words. And X says, that's why Beth is the goat. Beth says, thank you, heart. So I'm assuming, like, you just have, like, scenes and you have them on little index cards and you hang them up in order and get them all together and stuff like that.
Hey, yoo-hoo! Look at me!
Much success with all that. Danny says, my coworker was having trouble focusing on his tasks. I wanted to help him out, and I read that milk has vitamins that can help you focus, so I went and got a glass of milk for him. But I don't think one glass was enough. I poured the first one on him, and now he seems even more distracted. What on earth? That's an interesting joke. I didn't know where it was going, but intriguing. Thank you for sharing, Danny. It's time for another sprint. 15 minutes on the clock for all you sprinters out there. I was trying to say sing, not sprint. Also, this streamer is drinking soy sauce. Ew. That's very weird. Yeah, too much. Other Beth says to an ex who asks, can you send me some of those cards? Not sure if this is what you meant, but I put a picture of the ones I hung up in the Check Me Out channel in the Discord. Nice. And if you guys would like to join the Discord with NX and Beth and Wild Zoo Guy and Colonel and who else is here? Is Danny in my Discord? I think. Maybe. I don't know. And Wise Kitten, who I see is still working on that puzzle. If you would like to join the Discord with all of them, and yes, Warrior of the Wind, who is in the Discord, chatting and not in the Twitch stream, then feel free to click the link that Handsome Ghost has put in the chat. Thank you so much, Arthur Beth. Warrior of the Wind, by the way, does say should make a Twitch account at some point. Internet is fast, but every now and then it pitches a fit and stops. The other day, power went out, and first I worried I tripped something again, but parents' house went out too. Turns out something happened up the road that affected us. Yes, I've heard of that before as well. When there are people, especially like in the country, and then like one transformer goes out somewhere, it gets struck by lightning, or gets hit, like a pole gets hit by a car or something, and it affects the whole little neighborhood that's connected to that power grid. So yeah. Glad your power's back on now.
What took you so long?
EJ Sean with a raid. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome into the stream. How are you? Shout out EJ Sean. EJ Sean, if you don't know, is another writer. Was lurking earlier today. What up? Hope you have a good rest of your stream. Short one today. Understandable. How did it go? Did you guys get a lot done? Were you at the coffee shop again? But yes, EJ Sean is another writing streamer. Please do follow EJ Sean. Pretty cool. Chill, hang out, have fun. Writing, and all that jazz. Not great, but whatever. I'll keep trying. Thanks for the shout out. No problem. Well, I'm sorry that it didn't go very well today, the writing. But sending all the love and hugs your way, and hopefully scenes start coming up into a good formation soon. I know how that can be. What were you particularly trying to work on this time in your stream? Was there a particular scene that was giving you a little bit of trouble? Alright, let me join with same. Alright. But yes, either way, thank you so much for raiding in. God bless, much success, sending prayers, love, and hugs your way always. If you do have to raid and run, I understand. And I hope the writing goes better for you soon. 3:03 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. The Emerald Man, okay, is here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. How are you? "59 seconds on the clock for all you sprinters out there." Alright, time is up for the sprinting. How did you guys do that sprint? Author Beth says, Wordy, don't forget to report your words to Sprinto and to your house. Yes, exactly. I know. I am just multitasking, and I've been doing a lot of typing, but some of the typing was not involved in the sprint. 248 is my count in this document. And that was 100, just 87 new, just 87 new words that time. Unfortunately. Ugh. I did it wrong again. Okay, there we go. That's 87 is awesome. Well, thank you. Let's start another sprint then. "15 minutes on the sprinting clock for all you sprinters out there." Warrior the Wind in the Discord says, has Vertigo ever tried RPS? And I believe that by RPS you mean this Realistic Paint Studio. They have trial version currently using the oil mode, and I don't often use it, but for this project it works, and I'm just having fun with brushes. I don't know the first thing about oils, but for this piece, because the evil character is supposed to be in shadow, I am outlining in darks and pulling inward with color. I believe that is Realistic Paint Studio. So the thing is, very funny, Warrior of the Wind, if you are still here and listening. On my browser here, you will see that I have a bookmark. This is how I pulled it out so fast. Realistic Paint Studio. It is called https://realisticpaint.com/by.html. And that has been in my bookmarks for several years, however long ago it was that you suggested it to me, and I never bought it because I usually just use my my Autodesk sketchbook, but it's still in the bookmarks. And right now, for me at least, it's saying that it costs $25. I remember you telling me about it, and you had said it's very cheap. It's on sale now. You can just get it. I'm like, okay. And I just bookmarked it, and I never did it. That's because I feel like it is not currently necessary for me to try any more art softwares, because the ones that I am using seem to work just fine for me, personally. But I do appreciate you sharing those. I do remember looking at it and thinking it looks pretty cool. It is a one-time purchase, perpetual license. So if anybody's an artist and very interested in this, I'll just show you right here. It's been right here. So in all my streams, if you go back and look at the VOD, you will see this little thing has been up here forever. And that was the bookmark to Realistic Paint Studio. And yes, if you guys want to check it out, please do buy it. It seems like a cool software. And it's just $25 for me, at least, in my country. One-time perpetual license, purchase, Windows, and Mac OS. But yes, I am not sponsored. That is just a recommendation from Warrior of the Wind that I personally did not buy, but I still had it bookmarked. Kobe Streambot is in the chat to let you know that if you do donate while I'm live, fun things can happen. We have 11 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock for all you sprinters out there. 8:18 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. It looks like you guys are about to be in an ad. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ads, let me know. Exclamation point back to let me know that you are back. guys do that sprint. That I did quite a few more words that time. Oh no, I didn't join? Ah, crap. Okay. Alright, there we go. 412 new words. Nice. Great job to author Beth with 225 light edits. Danny has redeemed Festive Fortune. I mean, Funny Fortune. Funny Fortune. We're going to rest a bit. But first we're going to do the Funny Fortune and then we're going to see what happens. Okay, here we go. Thank you to Danny Fandoms for a Funny Fortune reading. One day you might laugh out loud. I feel like that happened last time. Very strange. Well, thank you so much, Danny, for that. This time Danny is not laughing at all. Danny is dot 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 dot. Nope, still hasn't happened. This is Danny. Well, that was a very interesting fortune, supposed fortune, that did not come true. I'm gonna rest a bit. And after this, I don't know. This is gonna be a 15-minute sprint. And we will see what happens. Alright. Sprint in 2:30. So we're gonna make it where the next sprint begins in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which will be the end of our resting. I'm gonna join this time with same words. Alright, we have 111 on the waiting clock. And then we're gonna head into a 15-minute sprint. If you guys would like to join us in the server, feel free to click the link that Handsome Co-host has put into the chat. sprint begins 15 minutes.
Kaboom!
Thanks so much for the kaboom, NX. Thanks for the crickets. NX says, this is the longest time I've stayed on a project without rebooting it. Wow, well, congratulations to you, NX. I know that you do that a lot, where you make a mistake and then you get mad and you delete everything, but I've seen that you've been accumulating the words in this project. I'm glad that you are sticking with it this time. Who knew just walking away and coming back at another time does wonders? Only if someone told me. Yeah, we did tell you that. We told you that. I know a lot of people did tell you that. I know I told you that. I know I said in the stream, I said in the Discord. There have been people, even in the community, who they would do like Nano or something like that. And they, well, thanks to Tess. Well, I'm glad that you listened to Tess. But I do know a lot of us were telling you this. There are some people who, they do a nano or something, and they have 50,000 words, and they would just literally say, I'm not looking at it anymore, I'm not going to edit it, I'm not going to do anything, I'm going to let it sit for 3 months, and then I'm going to come back to it later. Because they know if they look at it right now, they're going to see all the errors with it, and they're going to be very frustrated. But if you just leave it alone and come back to it later, sometimes that will make it where your brain isn't so concentrated on the fact that you made mistakes, and it's going to be more open to 50,000 words. Are you challenging me? I thought you already had more than that. Exactly, so how can I be challenging you? What's up? How did you guys do that sprint? Alright, I'm gonna edit that later. 1040, interesting. $380 new words for me. Next says, where is everyone? Well, Arthur Beth is here with 225 light edits. Great job. Congratulations to everyone with the words. 2 words from NX. All the words count. Great job. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been about 2 hours. And I'm going to see if we are going to... Yes, well done, all, says Beth. Well done to you as well. We're going to see if we can raid out. It says that you guys are about to be in an ad. If you are in an ad, exclamation point, ad, exclamation point, back, we are back. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Danny. Yes, I do see you guys are about to be in an ad. Alright, I'll wait for the ad to be over to raid. Okay. Sure. Thanks. Right. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, NX, I know you probably don't want me to leave right now. Yes, I'm gonna try to stream again tomorrow. Okay. Alright, bye. Other Beth says, thanks for the stream. Denny says, I ain't in no ad. That's because you are a subscriber and I do appreciate your subscription. Much love to you. Let's see, who can we raid? There ain't other Game of Tim streamers. Game of Tim streamers. There's a lot of people streaming right now, but I'm not seeing... Oh, there's Lady Winter Author. Lady Winter Author is another lobby stream. Just chilling out, reporting words. So if you guys still want to chill out and report words, we're gonna go over there. But I know you guys are in an ad. Alright, let's see. For those of you who are in an ad, let's see what I have. I mean, for those of you who are not in an ad, here's a nice candle. It is good. It is a vanilla candle. Very vanilla. So that is for when this candle runs out. Danny says, sniff. Hope it smells good. Alright, so I think you guys should be back from the ads. If you are back, welcome back. We are about to raid out. Thanks so much for joining me for this stream and sprint. Feel free to copy any part of this little raid chant in the chat. That handsome coast is just put, and do remember that if you still want to hang out with us, you can do so anytime in the Discord. So thank you guys so much for all the stuff, and God bless, much success, sending prayers, love, and high joy always. We are gonna raid Lady Winter Author, who is another writing streamer and a Game of Tome streamer, so it's a very chill lobby there. If you would just like to come along with us for the raid and show support in the chat, that would be great. If you do have to leave, no worries. If you're part of Game of Tomes, you can still use that stream as a reporting stream. Shout out to Author Beth and NX for doing the Game of Tomes today with me as well. So, bye, Damien Fandoms. Saying goodbye, everybody, and have a blessed one. Much love. Bye. Mission failed.